So, as y'all know, the cat is out the bag. Your boy is going to be a father, a dad to a little human in February of 2026. If y'all didn't see the video, I'm now engaged, and I announced in the video that we're also going to be parents. So me and my fiance, we're expecting. Just wanted to come on here to let y'all know how I truly feel. It's a whirlwind of emotions, right? When you find out, you're in shock, or when you find out you can't believe that you're going to be a parent. Like, sometimes I don't even feel like a full adult yet, even though I'm 33. That's crazy, with how the economy is going and how, you know, things are skyrocketing, whether it's housing, whether it's groceries, just the cost of living is high. When you think about where we're supposed to be in our lives right now, parents, grandparents, and things like that had a better trajectory due to how the cost of living and stuff like that has been for them. But when you look at us at age 33, in our 30s, late 20s, everything is happening so much slower, to the point where you look at yourself and you look at your situation and be like, dang, like, I'm an adult, but do I really feel like an adult? Especially, I know some of you all that may be 33 or more, you might want a house, you might want a family and things like that. But you're thinking to yourself, like, do I have the resources? Do I have the means? Do I have the living situation to even take on, doing such things? All those things come into play when you think about marriage and kids and stuff like that. Fortunately, by the grace of God, I'm blessed that, I'm able to, take the next step in the next chapter in my life while, still cultivating my own stuff on the side, whether it's getting extra brand partnerships and things like that to bring in more money. Like, I'm able to do that. So it provides me a little bit more flexibility. It provides me a little bit more leeway to make those decisions, to take some of those bigger steps in life. So I am fortunate for that. But it doesn't negate the feeling of knowing that I'm gonna be a father. I'm gonna admit, it is a sense of almost like pressure, even though I have a house, I have a car, I have a decent job, I have content creation, I have, equity and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But when I think about it, I'm like, I am going to be responsible for shaping a human in today's world with everything going on. We talking school shootings, we talking about the economy, we talking about all of that, right? And I'm constantly thinking to myself, like, I want to make sure that I set my kid up for success. And I want to make sure that, I'm able to instill a good mentality into their mind, and, shape how they view the world, and hopefully, be blessed to have a kid that is going to strive towards, being a good person in this economy, and I can only think that they would look at, me and their mother as good examples. But you sometimes you just don't have control over those things. So, you can only pray and hope. And yeah, I mean, those are things I'd be thinking about. And I feel like there's a sense of pressure there, like there's a sense of pressure that I never felt like I felt before, if that makes sense. And it's double time, because it's a sense of pressure of being a great dad and being able to provide for my family, being engaged, being there for, my fiance and future wife, but also having that pressure and that weight on my shoulders. I feel like God has given me the strength to be able to carry it and carry it well. But I can't lie and say it's not any pressure. Like, anybody tell you being a dad or going to be a dad or going to be a husband is not pressure. It's pressure because a lot is riding on you as the man, and a lot is riding on you as the leader and the provider and the source of all in your family, right? I'm constantly, thinking about those things, because nothing is guaranteed in this world. I'm working a good job at Google, but they cut people every day. There's layoffs every other week. It's harder to find jobs. Let's say all that gets stripped away, my job and maybe content go out the way, like, all that would be major factors in how I show up for my family. Those things are things I'm thinking about, like, more than ever. All in all, I am truly excited, man. My fiance, she's excited. We're excited. The family is excited. This is the first um, grandkid that my mom is gonna have. This is the first niece or nephew that my sister is gonna have. My fiance, she's the only child, so it's her mom and dad first grandkid. Like, it is an exciting time, you know, in my family and her family, because we haven't had a new baby in my family in a while. You know, it's been at least almost a decade, I would say, close to a decade, if not more. I knew that I would be the next one most likely to have a kid and bring a baby into the family. Of course, it's going to add a different layer to this channel, because I'm going to talk about the challenges, and I'm going to talk about the real, and I'm going to talk about the truth when it comes to preparing to be a father, being a father, my lessons that I've learned, you know, how to navigate being a dad, being a husband, being a working man, being, you know, a leader in your household. Like, those are things that I feel like more people should talk about on this platform, because at the end of the day, in this world, people grow and build together. Of course, you can get by on your own. Of course, you can, you know, build a business and build all these things on your own. But there's nothing better than having someone with you to help build you and help pick you up when you're down, things like that. Then also being able to instill that knowledge into a little one and having them go off and do the same thing and build that into a generation and having generational wealth and things like that. And also, if you look back, right, you can go back and look at some of my Q&A videos. I always said that the things that I'm building now is for my future family. And now it's here. It's right here on my doorstep, actually in my house, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? It's a full circle moment, because I dreamed of being here. You know, I dreamed of everything that I have. I prayed for everything that I have. As y'all know, I've been through a divorce early on in my life and didn't know if I would bounce back, didn't know if I would be somebody, didn't know if I would have the confidence that I have now, didn't know if I would be able to truly make it on my own. Went from sleeping on my sister's couch to having an air mattress at my cousin's house to getting an apartment here in Atlanta to, you know, it's been a lot to get to where I am now. But at the end of the day, everything that happened to me on that journey to where I am now had to happen for me to be here right now. So, you know, it's just cool to see the growth, and everything that I said is coming into fruition and have come into fruition, you know? But yeah, go back and look at some of them Q&A videos. Y'all will see. I was like, yo, I'm doing this for my family, and I'm doing all this for my future family, because I want to build something. I'm not just a person that just want to go out and do this, or want all these subscribers and want all these followers. I don't want it just for kicks and giggles. I want it because it's going to help me build something. And I also feel like I can add to the world. But I also feel like it's cool because my kid will be able to watch these videos and see how their father went from A to Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like a video documentary. And God forbid, if anything ever happened to me, it'll be a full catalog that my family and my kids will be able to see and remember me by. It's all positive. It's all life lessons. It's all advice. It's all like me navigating this life and learning as I go and sharing it with the world. I was just going through my videos the other day, like all the way back to 2017. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like what I set out for myself, I'm doing it and I'm living in it. And you can too. You just got to believe, you got to achieve, you got to go after it. You got to be inspired by something. And that something got to be bigger than yourself. You got to do it for more than just yourself. Whatever you set out for yourself, you got to do it for more than just yourself. Yourself is, you know, a standard in it, right? But you have to do it for more than yourself. What are you doing it for? And I've always said, my future family, my current family, y'all know my story, where I come from, a small town, born and raised in Sumter, South Carolina. Never was the smartest kid, but never was the dumbest kid. I've always been right there in the middle of the road. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't you know, high class wasn't middle class. You know, we had food stamps, we had government assistance housing, we had Section 8 housing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from that environment. Every new step in your life, every new chapter in your life is going to be a challenge of adjustment. And it's going to be a new normal that you have to get used to. And it's going to be things that you mess up on, things that you pick up on, things that don't quite make sense, but you have to do it. You know, my camera just died. I kind of lost my point, but to look at where I am now, it is a phenomenal story. And I only hope and pray that my story has been inspiring, has been a light, has been a positive figure on what Black males can do in this world. We're not always out here, you know, killing, shooting, robbing, thugged out. You know what I'm saying? I could have went that route. I come from a hood, I come from all that, but I decided to do something different with my life. You know what I'm saying? So I really hope that these videos have been a positive light and has been a light to the world and you and everybody that watches. And I hope that they continue to inspire you to be better, whether you're Black male, whether you're white, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I hope that these videos give you some type of hope to show you that Black men can do great things and can be the men that we need in this society. And I hope that I've been a good example of that, and I will continue to be a good example of that. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. I will catch y'all in the next video. As y'all probably know, it's been extremely busy. I don't know if y'all know, I signed to an agency, so been doing some work with that. Content, work, preparing for fatherhood, engage, fiance, family, travel. Like, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best to, what's the word? I don't want to say balance it all, but I'm trying my best to, I don't want to say balance because everything isn't getting the equal amount of attention that it needs, but I'm trying my best to prioritize what needs to be prioritized. So give me some grace. Videos will continue to come. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all in this video. Peace.